On 4th of January 2016, the first ever daily vlog was uploaded to the Inghams family YouTube channel.
First day of term 2016, take 2. Due to my mess up yesterday, this is take 2. How are you feeling, girls, about going back to school? Esme, huge. Isabel?
I'm excited.
Isabel's excited.
Over the next year, they were to become so big in fact that thousands upon thousands of kids would tune in every single day at 6 p.m. just to catch a glimpse of Sarah, Chris and their 3 children just doing daily living. And they became so huge that they even got special privileges for being the celebrities that they were.
Guys, I've got no makeup on, so excuse my dishevelled look right now, but this is so awesome. We literally have the whole pool to ourselves. Like, I can't believe Butlins have done this for us. We explained we were vloggers and we'd really like to show their amazing pool off, and so they opened it an hour early for us so we can film in here. I'm so excited. We have the pool, we have the lazy river, the wave pool.
Sarah Ingham was riding the crest of a wave and she just could not get enough of the celebrity lifestyle. She even dressed the part.
What's up, man?
I feel so awkward right now, it's unreal.
Why?
Yes, I do.
You look amazing.
Don't you be zooming in on anything. If it was like that, I wouldn't feel so bad.
It looks amazing, babe.
My belly's out. Okay, I feel even worse that this is going on YouTube. We've made such a big deal about it. Everyone's going to be like, do you know what it is? I feel like, yeah? Okay, I had to say to Isabel this morning, Isabel, if you were going out with me with your friends and I wore this costume, would you be embarrassed? So I was like, no, why? Okay, maybe I'll put it on then. Do you know what it is though? It's because I feel like an 18-year-old, or like I'm trying to be an 18-year-old when really I'm a 32-year-old mum. With 3 young girls, I probably shouldn't be wearing costumes like this.
A 32-year-old hot mum. A hot mama.
You love me. Go and try and plonk my butt in the middle of that.
Yeah, good luck with that, babe.
And hope it doesn't sink in the process.
And we all hear a loud bang in a minute and that thing's popped. And Sarah's screaming because she's drowning.
See what I have to put up with, guys? No wonder I'm so underconfident.
I'm only messing.
I know. Right. We'll go like that and then just fall back.
Try it. Yes! In!
I'm in! We are just... What's this hotel called, Glenda? Hobby Club. We're just at Hobby Club. This is the sister hotel to Uncle Mike and Auntie Glenda's hotel, and one they can use with the pool, and it's so peaceful and quiet. It's kind of different to where we're staying, because we're staying all inclusive. I think these are apartments. It's fine. It's so nice.
And I, for one, think that she carried off the celebrity look perfectly. And as for Chris, he was so confident about the channel that he did not mind to apologise when he did something wrong, which was so amazing and just felt so wholesome.
Just wanted to clarify a little something. I read a comment tonight on our video about me referring to myself being a tramp because I wore a jumper for more than 1 day in a row, and a few of you guys had taken that in the wrong way than what it was meant to be. Let me just clarify, not for 1 second do I mean that anyone that wears the same clothes for 2 days running is a tramp at all. That is not what I mean. It was a flippant, off the cuff, off the tongue remark that I made with absolutely no malicious intent whatsoever.
Chris was so full of gratitude towards his fans and just so much into it that he really wanted to please and never wanted to disappoint, and that was so amazing.
When I think about kind of like my favourite new holiday destination, or my favourite holiday destination in period now, is actually Minehead, Butlins Minehead. That place has like got a massive space in my heart right now, and I had the best time ever this week. And I'm really looking forward to being able to relive it all through the videos that we put out when we were there. They were so special.
It was awesome that you guys came along with us.
When Sarah says you guys came along with us, she means on the vlogs, but with Chris, he meant that they met quite a lot of IFAM during that trip, and he was really loving the lifestyle. He could not get enough of it. They even went to such extents to make their IFAM happy that they stopped in the middle of London to upload a vlog, delaying their own holiday.
Guys, we just arrived into London King's Cross. We should be heading over really quickly to get our connecting train. However, we are having to stop because we have had some technical issues with tonight's vlog that should have gone up at 6 p.m. We tried to upload it on the train the whole way here, but obviously on the train signal was horrendous. So we're stopping here outside London's King's Cross. It's really hard to say that, London King's Cross. No, it's not. And we're uploading the vlog. Chris is, well, it's sunny, working hard there. The girls are just stood here. And basically, just wanted to let you guys know we're really sorry, but as you can see, instead of rushing for our connecting train, we're not. We'll just get the later one. And instead we're stood here hoping to get the vlog up for you guys. It's currently 40 minutes late, is it? 40 minutes late, we're so sorry. And even in the middle of London where we are right now, there's no 4G, so it's making it extremely difficult to upload it, but fingers crossed guys, we're doing everything we can.
Now, whilst I don't entirely condone them standing in the middle of London uploading a vlog, because it means that their own kids have to suffer, they waited an hour and a half whilst they uploaded that vlog. It does show the level of commitment that the Inghams were giving to their fans, and they would do anything to get that vlog up as quickly as possible. They also had such a rapport with their fans. They had some amazing features on the vlogs which really drew their fans in, such as this really lovely opening sequence accompanied by the famous Endless Summer song, which was loved by IFAM far and wide. They would sit down of an evening at the end of the day, at the end of the vlog, just Chris and Sarah, typically on their bed together, having a chat with their IFAM, giving their thoughts on the day, their thoughts on the future, just their thoughts. It was very lovely. They really wanted that connection with their IFAM. It was beautiful.
You didn't actually leave in all the footage, but there was extra footage of me actually being rolled around the shop. But you left in the footage where I fell upside down and got stuck in it, which was so funny.
And who could possibly forget the comment of the day or question of the day? They were right on it with connecting with their fans, and it was lovely once again.
It's time for comment of the day. Love that. So cool. Anyway, on to comments of the day. And today we are going to award our comment of the day to Kira Talk. Hi Kira Talk, that is your YouTube name. I'm guessing your actual name's Kira. Yeah. And we are giving you a comment of the day because your comments always make us smile. And also you say such lovely things, not only about our family, but about my 3 little munchkins.
And then every night it would end with the infamous kiss. The Sarah kiss of death.
Good night, guys.
IFAM used to love it. They used to lap it up. They loved it so much. And they followed it up with a notification shout out. So giving more fans interaction, more fans attention. And then there was the fan mail, which was a regular occurrence, giving them an amazing connection. They used to get so much mail from fans, letters, not just parcels but letters as well. and they used to sit there on the vlog and open them in front of their iFam.
And we are about to do something extremely exciting, aren't we, girls?
Yeah!
We are going to open all of the letters and presents that we received in our mailbox today. Woo! Who's ready, guys?
Me!
Guys, we were absolutely blown away when we went to pick this up today, and we are so excited to have a look at what came.
This is incredible.
Chris just loved being on camera. He loved giving his point of view, and his point of view was always spot on.
Oh, I love that smell. There's not like the smell of chlorine in a pool. It is so good. Right, guys, it's the point where I need to leave you because I ain't allowed to film in here. Sucks so bad, doesn't it? Yeah, I know.
But it was just those opinions and those thoughts and that attitude that drove so many teenage girls right into his arms and into that rock star attitude that he had. He was a rock star. So, having began their channel on a wing and a prayer and filmed their kids' lives and exposed them to all sorts and thrown them in amongst everything and clickbaited the hell out of them and made thousands upon thousands upon thousands of pounds out of them, they finally managed to get their dream home.
I will never, ever forget the feeling. I don't know, I'm so emotional, I'm blaming the pregnancy. I'll never forget how it felt the day we got the keys to this home and we opened the door and walked through for the first time, and it was just the most exciting, crazy feeling in the whole world, and it was just incredible, and just so many memories have been made here. I never thought that I'd own a home. Like I wasn't brought up with money. We lived on a council estate, and it didn't seem like it was ever something we'd be able to do. And so this house is, and always will be, really special for that reason.
Things just felt so amazing. They felt so good. They were riding that crest of a wave until they fell into the sea. Without their life jackets, obviously. It just wasn't enough, though. They just were not satisfied. They needed a bigger and better house. With the expansion of their family, they had 2 more kids, and they needed to get a better house, their dream home. Forget the last home, that was not a dream home. The next one will be the dream home.
We found the dream house. Like, we found the dream house, and it was a...
Talk about it without wanting to...
No, literally can't, because it was the dream house. It was at an incredible price. It was a big 6-bedroom house with an office. It was private, fully gated off, beautiful, incredible land that came with it as well, and it was perfect for us. Literally, it was the dream forever home. And the kitchen, I cry when I think about the fact that we won't have that kitchen now.
I'm trying to find the picture of the kitchen.
The kitchen was just, and it had the cutest like Disney castle-esque windows in the bedroom, so like princess bedrooms, they would have been perfect.
Those Disney-esque windows would have been amazing. It was the dream, right? The princess castle that every little girl dreams of living in. Not to mention the kitchen, obviously.
We had our hearts set on this, oh my gosh, stunning house. And it's so annoying because every house that I look at now, I'm comparing to the dream one that we found. And it's so frustrating because I shouldn't be doing that. The kitchen in the new house that we found was humongous and just absolutely beautiful. In fact, I'll show you the kitchen now. Oh my gosh, look at all that space. And that's just the kitchen. Look at it. So, as you guys can imagine, now, whenever I look at a house, I want one with a kitchen that's as big as that. And also that house had a ginormous utility. The utility room was as big as our living room is right now, our dining room. It was humongous. And it had 6 bedrooms, 6 good sized bedrooms, a massive playroom that was bigger than the playroom we've got upstairs, and a huge office. 2 living rooms, not 1, 2. One that led outside to the garden with bifolding doors. It was just perfect.
Sounds amazing. They didn't end up getting this particular house that they were so desperate for, which is such a shame. The kitchen itself sounded so amazing. It's a shame they didn't end up with a kitchen quite as good as that. But things started taking a turn for the worse, because certain things happened with Chris in particular. His fame, his stardom, his adulation, it all started going to his head and things came out.
Chris Ingham and the grooming allegations.
Chris Ingham, well, he's a fucking creep.
This video is a message to Chris Ingham.
Well, Chris Ingham
Drama.
That Chris Ingham is
Chris Ingham.
with the Chris Ingham situation.
How could things go so badly wrong? From riding so high, being on top of the world at their fingertips, thousands, nay millions of IFAM kids just hanging off every word that they said. They were loving life, but now everything was going so badly wrong. They couldn't get any sponsorships, they couldn't do this, they couldn't move around the country as freely as they wanted to. They were reported at every turn, every hotel that they stayed at, every campsite they turned up at, every airport they went to. They were reported and they could not move for the love of any god. But there was salvation. They were rolling in it still. They had enough money, they'd invested, they have businesses on the side apparently, and they managed to finally get their dream home. They moved in April of 2021. Finally, after a couple of years of looking for this dream home, they didn't quite get the Disney-esque windows, but this was the home that they could only have ever imagined.
First time.
That'd be really cute. There's also a dog next door, so a little friend.
Yeah, there is.
Funny they should mention the dog next door, that Prinny could have a little friend. This was stated within the subsequent planning permission saga by the neighbour. There has been children running up and down the staircase using it as a climbing frame, standing encouraging our dog to bark. So the initial excitement with giving Prinny somebody to play with became a little bit more of a let's try and antagonise that dog.
A house is not just somewhere you sleep or somewhere you cook. It's somewhere a million memories are made.
Indeed it is. However, just 3 weeks later,
A house is not just somewhere you sleep.
having gotten back from London just 1 week after, just back from their Land's End to John O'Groats road trip, just 10 weeks later,
These look really good, man.
Yeah, it'll cover up all the...
Yeah, the winch wires.
6 weeks after they got home. They go away for a week.
How is this caravan so big? Like, I genuinely cannot remember the van being this big.
Only a month later, into the cabin in the woods.
Cabin, and we've got a hot tub, which hasn't been used yet. Looking forward to using that.
Back home for just 3 weeks, and they're off to Ireland.
Hi fam, welcome to today's vlog.
Having been away for a month, they're back for just 5 weeks, and they're off to Dubai.
What's up, iFam? This is going to be the state of me for the next few days, no doubt, because it is so hot!
Back from Dubai, and just 2 weeks later, they're off to Mexico.
You just put your bum on like this, and then you just like...
Back home for just 1 week, and they're off to Spain.
It's later in the day that you're watching. This morning, I started the vlog saying, and it's the next day.
Home from Spain, having a 3-week rest, and they're off on their Euro road trip. They're away for months on end. They come back, they have an actual rest, just 7 weeks at home, and they're off to Disney.
I have never, ever seen the queue outside of the building though. Any year we've been, and right now.
Having had a lovely experience at Disney, they then have Christmas, and 3 weeks later, they're off to Edinburgh.
So I'm going to tell you about a story of a few typical English tourists that came to Edinburgh 3 years ago, right about this time. We had no idea about Scotland.
Just back from Edinburgh, and 2 weeks later, they're off for yet another road trip, this time to the Arctic Circle. Things get dire, and even more dire, and to the extent where we see them now, where they look completely and utterly desolate and lost. Their souls look actually destroyed.
One thing that I tend to get to a point in trips like this, and I start to feel like to struggle a little bit, especially when we're feeling a bit run down, like we are right now, is just the fact that when you're a daily vlogger and you also are travel vlogging, it's so much more difficult than like a regular travel vlogger that you might watch. So most travel vloggers will upload once a week, and you know, if they're feeling rubbish and they need a day off or whatever, or they need some days to travel to a place before they film a video that they're going to wear or whatever, then they've got that time in that week to do so, because you know they're not filming every day. The proportion of the time they're kind of filming to not filming is like it's big, whereas we're filming every day, daily vlogging on the road, and sometimes making a vlog when we're traveling large distances to get to somewhere that's really cool. It's really difficult to make a vlog whilst you're on the road during them days when you're only driving and there's nothing really going on. So I feel like, I don't know, we just really needed today just to be like cozy and just feel about 100%, because we are feeling a bit like
Taking one look at the most recent accounts for the Ingham family limited paints a very nasty picture. Far from the entrepreneurs and the rich wealthy that they try to portray, with Sarah with her dream home and wanting to show off, look at us, look what we can do, we can go here, there and everywhere, and we want this and we need this dream home with the Disney-esque windows and the princess windows. Far from that, take a look at the accounts and it paints a hugely different picture. Accounting is coming up this year, and you can see by the last accounts that it looks very much like they have very little in the pot. You can see here that they have £44,000 in the bank at the start of the year in actual cash, not finances, not financed equipment, not assets, but actual cash. Having worked and sold your souls for the past 6 or 7 years, having £44,000 left available in the bank is quite mind-numbing for you. It is quite astronomical. Not forgetting the fact that in September you are due to hand over the keys to Isabel's bank account, which I'm sure has thousands upon thousands upon thousands of pounds in there for everything that she has earned the business over the years. And Isabel, who now works because she's not studying, at least not full time, she is clearly working for the family business. I'm sure that she's salaried and you're doing it all above board and everything, and that she's been marked down as an employee of the company and you're paying taxes. You know, I mean, she is nearly 18, your adult daughter. Don't forget, your adult daughter. Does she even know that she's entitled to a wage here, or are you paying her in coffee? Because your adult daughter, you know, she's older than the 16-year-old that Chris, you know, we're not going to mention. So it appears to me like the business is on its last legs. This recent trip has possibly be the last one. It may well be the last trip that they ever do, unless they just max out the rest of the business accounts. But it's close to the edge, very, very close to the edge, I would say. Anyway, I hope you've all enjoyed this little catch up with, well, reminiscent. I feel like not only do you guys will have enjoyed this, but Chris and Sarah would have loved the memories, because it's all about the memories, isn't it? And I've given you a lot of good memories there. The rest of it maybe not quite so good, but you know, what can you do? Please give this video a massive thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. Until next time, take care and bye bye.